Yep, who cares if felons are armed? Good afternoon, everyone. Johnny O from the Plot Hole, and today we've got a video coming up Providence, Rhode Island. Yes, that means it's Whisk Boi and his absolutely useless egg beater as he inserts himself into a town meeting that doesn't belong to. Before we get into today's video, I do want to warn you that there's talk of the Second Amendment here. All right, let's go.
Here in Providence, Rhode Island, we get right off Cranston Street. See if they respect our rights. See if they know our damn rights. If they can even respect them. You gotta know them before you can respect them. You gotta throw some respect on their names.
See if who respects our rights. The trees? The voices in the alley? This one cop?
I'm sorry?
Interesting necklace, I like it.
Can't hear what he said, but I was talking about my swagged out necklace. Psh, just this thing? You know.
Tyrant alert. I repeat, we have a code red tyrant alert. He said hello to this guy and complimented his necklace.
Ain't shit. What the hell's the name of the street over here? I don't know, but we in the hood, that's all you need to know. Off Cranston Street. We're across from Pitos, you know what I'm saying? Not everyone should know Pitos. Pitos number dos. What are they doing back there? What is he helping with the disobedient kid or some shit like that? See if who's working on here. See that screen with the reflection. Date and time, primary call type, incident name. I can't see. The glare is really tough to see. So, I don't know. Maybe you guys can make of that what you will, but it's too tough for me to see.
Seems like a whole lot of none you damn. If you really wanted to know, take note of the date and time and the address, head your dumbass down to the records office and put in a FOIA request. Or go get a life. Too much? How about a different hobby?
Number 477 here. Everything A-okay? Everything A-okay?
You live there?
No.
No. And I would suggest minding your business and being about your day.
Well, actually, you are my business because you work for me. And you're parked in front of a place you're not allowed to park. That's called the loser drives of shame right there. Try to be all nice at first. You're a loser!
Oh, this officer. Yeah, he's a loser because he doesn't want to play your stupid game. Losers, they drive of shame?
That's called the loser drives of shame right there.
Loser! Seriously, folks, you need new material.
Hello, Sergeant Lafley, my third year as a sergeant. I'm the sergeant. I have 12 officers under me, and I have from Elmwood Ave on the west end side all the way over here to Silver Lake, Ponyville, Manton, Hartford. So I have quite a big area.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. So you ready? All right.
All right, so you can hear me? Yeah. Hi, I'm Major Henry Remolina. I was a sergeant here with Lieutenant Forlini when he was a patrol officer. So I have many years here, and worked together with the captain when we were lieutenants as district commanders. But I wanted to make sure to come to this meeting to hear some of the issues that you have. Lieutenant Forlini is one of my best district lieutenants. He's seasoned. He's a veteran, one of the longest serving, and he has a lot of experience. So you're in good hands with Lieutenant Forlini, as you already know. But with that said, I took over in October this post, and I had my promotion. And since then, I've been going to different meetings like this to get to know the different neighborhoods, the different people in the community, and to hear what are some of your concerns. I'll tell you what we've been doing is, after the last 2 years, after COVID, and after the political tensions in Providence, in Rhode Island, and across the country, we wanted to reconnect with the community to see how we can work together. I know there's been an uptick in violence nationally and sometimes locally, but the officers, I got to tell you, have been...
Now, this is something that I have advocated for a long time. Police sitting down and meeting with the communities in which they serve. Now, hopefully, this meeting will serve the purpose of actually getting to know the community and put a face with the police officers and help build some relationships. And we hope that this just isn't another dog and pony show.
Lieutenant Forlini, we've given them overtime, and he's had officers, under Sergeant Lafferty's command out there working. But on top of that, we're also doing different type of community work. We have an event coming up with at the barn, where young people are going to be playing cornhole with officers and Lights and Sirens, partnering organization that we worked together throughout the years.
All right, I have to address this. Why cornhole? Can we rename this back to the beanbag toss? I mean, that sounds much cleaner than cornhole. I mean, when I was young, eons ago, you didn't want to have anything to do with anything called the cornhole.
So with that said, I'll turn it over.
Thank you, Mayor. Any questions for him?
Yes. You said that you took guns off the street, 4 guns, recently
They
this
were
week?
averaging 4 guns a week. Correct.
What about the Second Amendment says shall not be infringed?
These are all related to crimes and to people owning them illegally.
I can already see where this is going. Look, folks, regardless of your personal views on personal firearm ownership, I think we can all agree that criminals shouldn't have guns. I think it's actually responsible to confiscate illegally obtained firearms.
What is the definition of an illegal gun?
If someone is shooting ghost guns who are not supposed to be sold, guns with obliterated numbers, stolen firearms.
But doesn't the very fact that says shall not be infringed mean that any gun law, and also I'm sure you're aware of the supremacy clause in the Constitution that states, as well as Marbury versus Madison from 1803, that states any law that is repugnant to the Constitution is therefore null and void.
I see. Whisk Boy here thinks that criminals should own illegally obtained firearms. Wonder why? Oh, and Marbury versus Madison established judicial review. That grants the courts the rights to strike down any law that they deem violates the Constitution. And in the 2008 case, DC versus Heller, the Supreme Court found that, and we're going to read this one, the Second Amendment protects an individual right to possess a firearm unconnected with service in a militia, and to use that arm for traditionally lawful purposes. Criminally obtained firearms aren't protected under the Constitution, as they shouldn't be.
So when you take an oath to protect our constitutional rights and you say that you're doing a good job by banning guns, I have a problem with that.
I'm not talking about banning guns, but I'm talking about guns that were owned illegally and used in a crime of violence. Shootings, shots fired. Every gun we took was related to a crime.
You're saying, though, illegally owned.
The justification of whether we took it legally or not, that's upon the court.
Let me ask you a follow-up question. How seriously do you take your oath to the Constitution?
Hey, dumbass. Confiscating illegally obtained firearms doesn't mean that this police officer or any police officer isn't upholding their oath to the Constitution. In fact, said action is actually very much in support of that officer's oath. See, Whisk Boi, along with his cohorts, seem to forget that the Constitution is more than just the first 10 Bill of Rights or the first 27 amendments. Why are they called amendments? Because they needed to make some changes to the original document. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. The preamble of the Constitution states that one of the goals is to ensure domestic tranquility. Why don't you go ahead and do us all a favor and go look up what domestic tranquility means?
I take my oath seriously.
What's the Third Amendment?
I am not going to get into a debate here.
It's not a
the
debate. I just
amendment.
want you
I
to
am
know
not
because
going
the
to be
point
here
is.
for a quiz. Thank you very much.
You said you're open for questions, but then you don't know your job.
I am not going to.
See, this
engage
gentleman
in
actually
this.
served our country, and people have died. Men, women, and children have given blood, sweat, and tears for the Constitution. And the reason I came here is to quiz you guys to see how well you know the
I'm not
Constitution,
here
and you
to
don't
be
know
here
it.
For your quiz.
Well, then why are you here if you're not here for questions?
This is
private property.
This is private property?
Yeah. This is school property, which you don't have the authority that this man is using this.
If someone
facility.
asks me, if someone's asking, is it not open to the
This
public?
is for the community to discuss what's going on in the neighborhood.
I'm not part of the community?
Do you live over here?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Then you can take the seat right over there, like
Can you
everybody
please
else.
So I'll actually leave. I don't have a problem. I'm just curious why, if it's open to the community, I'm a part of the community, I'm asking questions, he won't answer my questions.
Because your questions are irrelevant to this particular meeting.
Because I'm not causing trouble, I'm just
Those are
asking
not
questions.
I'm not here to engage in your quiz. I'm here for the councilman's meeting.
Okay, I'm gonna leave. What's the Third Amendment?
I'm not going to engage in that.
Because you don't know it. This is what happens. You go to a community meeting, these people take an oath to the Constitution, they don't know it. They don't know. What's your name, badge number, sir? What's your name, badge
My
number?
name is Captain Finnegan's badge 11.
Okay, do you know the Third Amendment?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
I'm not going to tell you. How's that one?
How's that one?
Yeah.
I've literally interviewed hundreds of police officers.
I can't hear this gentleman's question.
I'm going to respect this gentleman, and because he served this country, you guys should at least know the Constitution that you're defacing. You guys are proud of taking people's guns away. Proud. You know, people died so we could have the right to have guns, and you're bragging that you're taking guns away.
Yes, he's bragging that his office has removed illegally obtained firearms from, I don't know, the people whom all of you self-defenders warned the rest of us about.
It's called free speech. It's called free speech. Freedom of speech. You took an oath to that too. Did you forget that too? Yeah, you did forget it. Baldy. Dumbass Providence cops. Cops, that's the councilman right there. He doesn't know how to read. These cops don't know how to read. They're idiots. So, getting kicked out of a public meeting.
We're going to let that walking display of irony just walk himself out. And no, you lying shitbag, you didn't get kicked out. You left on your own volition. Folks, be sure to leave the whisk in the kitchen where it belongs, because it doesn't do you any good out in the public unless you're beating some eggs or making a cake. We've seen what happens to this bag of fecal matter when he takes his whisk on the road. And that's our show. If you enjoyed yourself, hit that like button on your way to the next video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and smash that bell like Whisk Boi smashes his credibility so you don't miss an episode. I want to send a special shout out to all of my channel members and patrons. Your continued support means the world to me. I want to let you folks know that I'm not going to be around for the premiere of this, nor will I be live tonight. I've got a project that I got to take care of. Lots of things going on with families and things and what. Lots of fun stuff. I hope to share that with you soon, but I won't be live tonight. But next Friday, I will have PhD Tony and Sean as they have a moderated discussion about firearms. It's going to be a little dicey, a little testy. Just know that neither one of these debaters' opinions reflect me. Just saying. As always, that's right. I'm Johnny O, and you know what time it is. That's right, buddies. That's right. It's finger guns, baby.